Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to the first day of Christmas in my 12 Days of Christmas series. Today, I'm talking from John 1, verses 1 to 14. The light has come. On Christmas Day, the church does something both surprising and profoundly wise. Instead of beginning with shepherds, angels, or a manger, we're taken back before Bethlehem, back before creation itself. Imagine, if you like, the quiet stillness before dawn, when the world is hushed under a canopy of stars, and you can almost feel the anticipation of light, the light of dawn. It's this profound silence that we begin to sense the eternity of the divine word, echoing back to a time before time even began. John opens, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." John lifts our eyes beyond sentiment and nostalgia, urging us to see more. The child born at Christmas is not simply a baby who becomes important, but this baby is the eternal Word through whom all things were made. Christmas is not the start of Jesus' story, by the way. It is the moment when the eternal God steps into ours. Imagine this: Jesus, the eternal Word, entering our world, the light who begins creation itself, now becoming part of our human narrative. This profound mystery invites each of us to receive these ancient truths anew, with fresh eyes and open hearts. John tells us that in this Word was life, and the life was the light of all people. He goes on, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it." I wonder if you could think of a scene such as a hospital corridor. In the midst of beeping machines and the soft footsteps, a nurse quietly places a comforting hand on a patient's shoulder, offering a gentle smile. This moment of connection amidst the clinical environment becomes a beacon of hope, at least for the patient. It is in such everyday gestures that life was the light becomes really tangible, providing warmth and brightness even in the shadows of uncertainty. This then is the great Christmas proclamation. Light has entered the darkness of the world. John is honest about the darkness. He does not pretend that the world was waiting eagerly. It was clean and prepared for God to arrive. He says very starkly, "The light shines in the darkness." Darkness is real. It consists of confusion and fear, violence and injustice, grief and yes, even sin. In today's world, it manifests in various forms, from the anxiety induced by constant global conflict and going to the incredibly sad images that we saw in Bondi just over a week ago, or the impact of natural disasters leaving many homeless and in despair. We see these shadows loom large. Even within us, personal struggles like battling depression or facing loss resonate deeply. We do not need to look far to recognize it, either in the world or in our own hearts. And yet, John makes an even bolder claim. The darkness did not overcome the light. Now, some translations say, "I did not comprehend it," and others say, "did not overpower it." Both are really true. The darkness neither understands the light, nor can it conquer it. So Christmas does not ignore the darkness, it stands against it. How might our community stand against darkness this week? Perhaps we might light a candle for the victims of Bondi. We might support a local shelter or engage in acts of kindness that bring hope to those in need. Imagine these candles, though, not just as gentle reminders that can easily be snuffed out, but as a tiny echo of a cosmic sunrise breaking through the night sky, inviting each of us to participate in such tangible practice and practical links in our proclamation of our faith. The light that comes into the world is not fragile or temporary. It's not a candle flickering against the wind. It's the light of creation itself. The same Word who says, "Let there be light," now steps into our human flesh. And John goes on to say something even more stark. He was in the world, and the world came into being through him, yet the world did not know him. The Creator enters into creation, and creation fails to recognize its maker. John goes on to say, "He came to his own, and his own people did not accept him." This reminds us that Christmas is not about easy belief or automatic faith. The coming of the light exposes us. Light reveals what is hidden. It challenges our assumptions, our controls and self-sufficiency that we place around in and around the world in which we live and move and have our being. That's why some turn away from the light. But John does not end there. He says, "But to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God." Where the light is received, something new is born. Christmas is not only about God coming close, it's about our humanity being remade. To receive the light is to be drawn into a new family, characterized by shared experiences and mutual care. Imagine gathering around a table where there's room for everyone, including those who were once enemies, but are now reconciled, and strangers who have become friends. In this new kinship, we see practical examples of love lived out, where every meal is shared and every barrier broken becomes a testament to the transformative power of Jesus the light. It is a new way of living, a new way of hoping that does not depend on our circumstances. But this brings us then to the heart of Christmas. "And the Word became flesh and lived among us." The light does not remain distant. God does not shout hope from heaven. He lives that hope among us. He knows hunger, weariness, joy, sorrow. He walks our roads, shares our vulnerabilities, and enters fully into the human condition. This is why the light of Christ is not an abstract idea or even a moral principle. It is a person, Jesus of Nazareth. This Jesus is light, not because he explains everything, but because he is present with us in everything. John tells us what this looks like, full of grace and truth. It's not a harsh truth that crushes us. It's not cheap grace that ignores our reality. It's a grace, it's a rich grace and a wonderful truth knitted together. The light exposes our brokenness and meets us there with mercy. So what does all this mean for us on this first day of Christmas? Well, it means no darkness. It means that in the darkness that we face, no darkness is untouched by God. It means despair does not get the final word. We do not walk by sight alone. We walk by the light that has come into the world and still shines. And it also means that we are called, gently and humbly, to live as people of the light, to reflect Christ's presence in a world still longing for hope. On this first day of Christmas, we proclaim these central truths. The darkness has not overcome the light. And today and always, the light still shines for you and for me. The Lord be with you.